I got a message about your future spouse, and it's interesting because it's coming through like your ancestry, somebody in your lineage who has passed on. And it doesn't necessarily mean you had to be really close with that person, but they're projecting and looking at you and your future husband, future wife, and intending you to come together, which is interesting. So it's this energy of like there's something, and it could be a specific grandparent. It doesn't have to be, but it's feeling like a grandparent who lived a very different partnership, something not healthy that, yeah, I'm kind of getting this really intense upward motion, like the complete opposite of what they experienced. They're trying to influence into your life at this moment, and they are in the process of helping to sort out or to bring you and your future spouse together. Interesting. I don't know why it's coming through this way, so we'll just keep going. What future spouse message do they need to know? Yeah, Scorpio season energy showing up. So I'm recording this in Scorpio season. You're really in a time of learning how to just be in your own energy. And there's something so helpful about that, like really calling your energy in, pulling your energy in, having specific boundaries on things, being very intentional perhaps with your scheduling, with your even your like emotional and spiritual depth, like, and desires and thoughts and things of that nature, like only sharing them with certain circles. There's something about not letting too many people in at this time, and it's kind of unlocking other truths and other clarities for yourself, but it's creating like a ripple effect in your own timeline. Like it's shifting what you're calling in, or the authenticity. It's shifting some of your social patterns, some of your social circles. So your future spouse's message is this feeling of keep trusting where you feel led to show up, and really pull your energy out of the things that just feel like obligations, that aren't necessarily like family ties, things that you really want to help in, but things that you feel like, yeah, like my spirit doesn't feel good here. And I just did I don't know which ones I'm going to post first, but I just did a shadow integration video. So that might be the one before this, but I might post this one first. I'm not sure. But I feel like you're supposed to watch it because it's feeling like your future spouse, like this chapter right now of you integrating a certain shadow aspect of yourself. This could be like an extroverted side of yourself that like to get validated externally. It could be a part of yourself that has kept yourself too closed up and out of social circles. It's kind of showing up a little bit like that, but the part of you that could be anxious, the part of you that could be avoidant, this shadowy aspect of yourself at this time, for you to kind of sort out some of that energy and get kind of a deeper connection, a deeper emotional and spiritual connection to, and unlock some of your own personal secrets, your own personal shadows, your own personal, yeah, like shames, I want to say, like the parts of you that you would maybe shut up in a closet. You're like in a time to integrate that, see that, look at it, make sense of it, um act accordingly, like be discerning with that, because it's starting this new path for you where you are no longer worried or confused about, is this anxiety or is this intuition? Is this, am I going to be operating, am I going to be calling in people who mirror that dysfunctional side of me? Not when you're whole. Like you don't have to be perfect, but there's something about you kind of creating a whole space for yourself. Yeah, you're supposed to watch that shadow integration. So if I post it after this, cheers. Go look for it. Um, Keep an eye out. Put your notifications on. So yeah, you're becoming less anxious around people. And this could be, some of it is because you're becoming more discerning of who you're spending your time with. And some of you, it's actually because you're finally putting yourself back out there again. You're attending classes, you're attending spaces that feel brand new to you. I just want to keep it like that. And you're trusting more of like that power, that willed energy that's like, where should I go? And your future spouse feels like it's on that trajectory. It's like either has to do with work or social settings, places where there's collaborative energy, collaborative people, collaborative spaces. I don't know why your ancestry was coming through, but I do definitely feel like they have it. Only I think make full sense when you know this person, why it feels like there's an ancestor that's really focused on you to bring you two together. I think it'll make more sense in the actual relationship than me just throwing it out there. So yeah, you're just being like your future spouse, like literally your self-trust is everything in this era, everything in the era to integrate parts of yourself that won't be put on them to fix and solve or make sense of with you. There's something about you understand doesn't mean you don't have healing capacity with them. You will, but you're going to have it much more clear and less kind of stuck or stagnant or hidden, much more aware of like all the things that are hiding in all the corners. And I almost just feel like this is kind of like your last evolution around the sun of understanding some of your shadows or some of the parts of yourself that you feel like places where you need better boundaries or places where you are reactionary or again like defensive. Maybe there's parts of you that are you're kind of getting to fan out in this time frame before you come into full union with this person. And some of you actually have already begun this journey with this future spouse. You're just not in the actual space of engagement yet. Oh, they have so much love and respect for you, for the ability to start over, to meet your shadows, to die off, to have ego deaths and start new and become this new version of yourself. They see you as so happy and so angelic and always shining in some way. And yet you're like, what? I died 1,000 deaths today to be this smiley. It's like, do you even know what I've been through already today? And they're like, I don't know, you look good to me. There's your future spouse is going to be in awe. I think what it feels like is at first they see this, shiny golden aspect of you, the part of you that it's like your sun sign. It's like I see that part of you, and then I get to know your moon sign, and I'm just using astrology as a metaphor, but I get to know all these different layers of you, and then I'm like, damn, you're impressive. Like, no wonder why you choose optimism, or no wonder why you are um, in love with life so much. Like, you've died 1,000 deaths already to get here. Your future spouse is in definite respect for, again, your integration of your shadow. It's so fascinating that I did that reading. Now my nose is all itchy. Happens so much when I'm channeling in the energy. Like so much energy starts rushing through that specific channel. I forget what meridian lines are in the tip of your nose. Who knows that? Anybody know that? Put that in the comments. But it feels like it's connected to that. So they're just mesmerized by your ability to manifest brand new chapters out of really stagnant, nasty timelines, and situations. And as you guys get brought together, there's going to be this like manifested, I want to say like manifested curriculum, like things that happen are just only for the most beautiful parts of your expansion. And sometimes it might feel like your logical mind might be like, this doesn't make sense. This is stagnating. This is taking too long. Why doesn't it just all come clear at once? And it's almost like it's all curriculum for the expansion of your love. Anything else? This person will definitely, you guys are going to have incredible communication. It's coming through Knight of Swords, Page of Swords, Eight of Rods. Yeah. And it's going to be a lot of over communicating from the beginning. Just some other things might be stagnant here and there until you guys shine on. So keep showing up, integrating them shadows, loving on yourself. Go enjoy that future spouse when it happens.